Oof. 29 this morning. Frosty cold. So we're heading into the woods to go metal detecting. And with the distance I have to travel, I've been doing it as fast as I can just to warm up. All right, there's our wall. And we begin almost kind of where we ended off a couple days ago. A bit further over there. So, a couple of videos ago, out here in the abyss, I was pretty far over. And we found that small section where there was a couple stacks of rocks, and I ended up digging 2 early 1800s buttons in that length of chain, which was pretty interesting on its own because of where I was. And as far as I can tell with the landscape, because I came back out this way, you go down, you drop into that section out there, and it becomes wet during certain times of the year. That's apparent. And then you go back up, and then that's where the stuff was. Well, when I was walking out the other day, over there, I found more piles of stacked rocks. So I really started to wonder about this in-between section. Could this have been from, this wall all the way over there, open and worked, used land? I mean, there were buttons on the other side, and there were stacked rocks over here. So what I'm doing today is I'm starting a bit early, and I'm going to cut my way across, but staying on this side just to see, well, what's out there and what it looks like. All right. And still trying to warm up, so let's go. It's actually a bit more hilly on this side. I mean, you can see where I'm coming down from. It just dips in and goes back up. And that's why I was shocked that when I came through, I saw what I saw. I think it's over there. Again, coming in from a different angle just to look. A lot of the times when reading the landscape history of these old New England farms, you really do have to get out on the edges of what looks decent, because that's where the telltale signs are. Just like in that video a couple ago, we walked the edge and that's where we found things. Alright, I'm going to turn it on here and see what happens. Well, that was only a couple 100 feet, but not a peep. But here they are. Our pile of ancient rocks. And you don't find these out in the middle of nowhere for no reason. And actually, it's almost a mirror's reflection of the other side. But I see a lot of rhododendrons out there, so my guess is that's been wet for a long time. And this is the edge. This is the edge of, well, the other side. Don't look too bad. Be nice if we find something. Seriously, look at this. I'm already pinpointer deep. I see rust. That is a little piece of sheet metal, 10 inches deep. Yeah. Wow. Well, it was not just sheet metal. Saw blade. So, is it early 1900s loggers or before that? I don't know. It was loud, it was still 6 inches deep. Well, I'm making my way down the hill. It's just quiet. And then there's our flat section that washes out. And keep in mind, this could have all been beautiful open pasture or even field. But the other side is where the buttons were last time. I think I'm going to make my way through and over. I really think this was all just one big open piece. And just throughout the centuries, it's really eroded. All right, through the rhododendrons. So here we go. The other side, and more stacked rocks. So up there, there's a wall, which we passed. Pretty decent slope. A few piles of rocks, 200 feet of muck, and then back up here, it gets nice again. I bet you 200 years ago, that wasn't the way it was now. And again, this was all connected. So this is where the buttons were when I was here. And that length of chain. That's kind of why I put the big coil on today. I had a feeling I'd end up back here. There we go. Oxen shoe. So, one more piece of the puzzle. Oh, wow. Nice. Well, we don't find too many of them. Let me get the gloves off. It's the side frame from somebody's eyeglasses. There's the hinge point on that side. That's awesome. It's thin too. That was 6 inches deep. Beautiful. I swear I hear somebody with a duck call over there, because it doesn't exactly sound like a duck. You never know this time of the year. Anyways, that took about 20 minutes to find, because it's very small here, as we witnessed the last time when I came along the edge and came up out of the swamp onto this plateau and back down. But I'm happy about that find. Shoe number 2. Oh good, a signal. I was hoping there would be one over here. I moved into the sun to recharge a little bit on the very edge of it all. It must be a projectile in the wood. The classic. Well, at least I got to get some sun over here for a couple minutes. Start to feel my fingers again. Okay, well, I gave it a while longer. Nothing but a bit of nail here and there, but in 2 trips total, that's 2 buttons, 2 oxen shoes, a length of chain, and 1 eyeglass frame. Pretty cool for out in the middle of it all. So I'm gonna head back across the low-lying wetland and back up that slope. See if we find anything over there. I made it over here. I had to stop because I saw this, so here, standard size leaf. Look at that one. I need to find something cool so I can take a picture on that. I think it's huge, it's like a fig leaf. Anyways, I swung all the way across. Nothing. And I will proceed to swing around here and probably find nothing. But seriously, there's no others even remotely close to the size of that one. It's the little things out here, you know? Can't be good. Look where I'm at. I'm in it. It's the only signal I can find. And I sat around for a few minutes and just listened. There's definitely somebody else out here. I said duck call. Makes more sense it's a deer call, but it's the first thing that came to mind. It sounded like 2 pieces of wood being rubbed together. So I'm gonna dig this and leave because it's feeling sketchy out here today. I don't like hearing other people moving about out here because it's just not the right time of the year for it. Window glass. glass. Maybe it's not window glass. Maybe it's a lantern. It's sheet metal. Wow, there's a lot of glass in here. Huh. So that was definitely the sweet spot over there. The down, across and over, where somebody was working the land, probably for a short window of time, just like many of the other spots out here. I'm glad I made the return trip, because I did find a couple things, and I got to see that. I believe this was connected to that. And coming through the other day, I really just didn't know. Alright, I'm going to get out of here safely. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.